Hello everyone. We're going to talk about sleep. Very important part of immunity and stress as well, but especially immunity. There are so many cool facts I've learned since I wrote my 3-part series on sleep a couple years ago, which I will link down to at the bottom of the email. But I've gotten some cool new gadgets since then. And we'll talk a little bit more about grounding, which we left off with in the last video. We're not through with that topic. So first of all, circadian rhythm. I know you've all heard of that. Simple hack though for that is as soon as you get up or as soon as the sun rises, expose yourself to that light. If you're like me and you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, just make sure that when the sun is coming up that you're able to take some of that in, because that sets that circadian rhythm and it tells you in the evening when to start producing melatonin. Speaking of melatonin, that is very important for your thymus gland, which helps regulate your immune function. So I won't get into the science there. Just know that it is important to pay attention to your inner clock. Pay attention. When you're getting sleepy in the evening, don't turn your phone on and get that blue light in your eyes. Don't think that you've got to check your email one more time. I know it's tempting. So, speaking of that, some little hacks I will run through, cool little gadgets, is blue light filter. They're free, easy on your phone. Go into the app store and just get the first one that's free and you're good to go. Second of all, melatonin. I myself, I don't necessarily need melatonin, but it is a nice little, they're finding that it's great for immunity as well as antioxidants, and it's just another one of those new ones out there that I'm playing with. I am my own constant experiment. You guys need to know that. I figure I check it out on myself before I recommend it for you, but I myself take a little bit of melatonin 90 minutes before bed. Not right before bed, because then you'll have a hard time getting up. 90 minutes before bed. I mentioned these briefly in my last sleep hacks video, but if you have something to plug a jack in like this jack here for headphones, if you have somebody in your family who's a snorer or they just want you to keep your nature noises to themselves, these are called sleep phones or cozy phones. I love these. I'm so glad I invested $20 in these. Now, I don't suggest that you plug them into something that's going to have Wi-Fi right next to your head. That'd be defeating the purpose, but these are a cute little thing. Now, this is my neatest little find that I love. I'm not going to put much of a plug out there for them. I'll just tell you because they're not paying me to say this. It's just a new thing I'm trying. Whole Tone Sleep. So Whole Tones, let me turn it on. Whole tones are basically in a different range than your 440 music that you're used to. All of our Western music is written and recorded in A equals 440. Now, if you're not a musician, you have no idea what I'm talking about, and don't worry about it. Just know that this music in particular, as I researched it, and the gentleman Michael Tyrell, who actually recorded these, he was speaking how they are actually recorded in a key and similar to music that would have been played in King David's time. Obviously, this is Brahms' Lullaby that's playing right now, but the others that are on this little gadget here, the album, they're in different ranges, not 440. You can tell I'm calming down just from listening to it. We'll just let that play. Anyhow, my last little thing that I want to show you. So we talked about grounding, right? Well, you can't really put your bare feet on the earth at night, but you can using something like this. So if there was any time to be grounded, it's when you are asleep. So ever since I had access to something like this, I've had it. Now, they have newer, even better products since they started making this. Used to, this is silver thread woven in here. And what you do is, if you are lucky, not like me, but if you're lucky and you have grounded outlets, then you're able to plug something into this, which then goes into your third prong in your outlet, and you are now grounded at night because you're touching this. Now, in my case, I am in a house built in 1955, so I have to do the other way they do it, which is run a rod outside my window with a cord plugged into this. So it works, still works the same, and believe me, I know it. When I'm on vacation and I'm not grounded, I notice it. So anyhow, amongst all this, blue light filter, deep breathing, melatonin, whole tones, I hope I've helped you a little bit, and I hope you read this article, because as you will learn that your brain literally gets bathed by your lymphatic system at night. Think about that. Your spinal fluid goes up to your brain and literally cleans that out. Sleep is important. So I hope you take this to heart and make it a priority to get at least 7, 8, and if you need it, 9 hours of sleep. Take care.